Not the TV guide.
Not the TV guide.
Not the TV guide.
Not the TV guide.
Grant, what are we doing now?
Well, we are now going to move on to Marvel, and it's time for the mega limited series, Echo.
Oh, right, interesting choice. Not Echoes, Orphan Black spin-off. Echo.
No, no, no,
Right,
not my
yeah,
Amazon Echo.
I've got a bit of knowledge of this character actually, so I can because I read the original comics because he was created.
Yeah, I was going to ask your opinion on it because I've never heard the character before Hawkeye at all. Never heard of it.
Yeah, it was created in the late '90s by an American artist writer called David Mack, and he's most famous for ever doing the independent comic on Image actually called Kabuki, and that is absolutely phenomenal series. And there's a big rumor going
Okay.
that's coming out as a TV series next year, so I'm hopeful for that. But this was created as see this is knowledge I read the comics at the time. Straight after Cameron Page was killed off in the comics, they
On
decided
Daredevil. Yeah.
yeah, Daredevil, second series, well, 99 is what this was. They decided to give him a new love interest.
Oh,
And that's where if Echo came from, really. They didn't really touch on it in the series, but that might come anyway. So that's where it came from. Now, obviously, people are wondering, she first cropped up in the Hawkeye miniseries, didn't she, a couple of years ago?
mhm.
And then obviously this leads into that. Now, who wants to talk first about it?
Well, I didn't finish it the other day, so I'll quite fresh in my memory. Basically, I was kind of like I never really interested in it as a character at all. It was in Hawkeye. I thought the character was fine, but then when I got to watch the series, I got more into it. I found it was quite well done. The whole all the fight scenes when they turned the sound editing was quite good. They turned the sound off when you see him fighting. I thought that was really cool, and I thought they were quite. I liked the family. I liked the kind of sleazy grandfather. He was nice. He was always up for furious jumping.
I was like trying to figure out like it's just his personality, not looks wise, who he reminded me of. And then I was like, oh, he's like Bobby from Supernatural.
Oh, is that why you love it?
Yeah.
You're right. I think they mapped out the characters out really well. They did.
My main criticism of it was it was just it felt a bit rushed because there's only 5 episodes. You only really it felt that it only really got going, and then yeah, it ended really, and then but all the scenes with Kingpin were cool. I mean, I liked him bringing his wine and cookies round. That was nice. He was showed his softer side.
Yeah. There's been some mentioned news about this series, actually. I've not told Amanda. I've definitely not told you, Grant. The originals
Oh,
were
okay.
10 episodes.
Was it 8 episodes?
It was 10. Then Kevin Feige,
Oh, 10.
because Kirsten Ritter had shot a fair whack of scenes to the show, as had Charlie who's played Daredevil. But they cut it out
Yeah.
completely. And then obviously reduced Daredevil to one little cameo scene. Oh, no.
Oh no, that was great that bit when he turned up, and I was like, "Oh, this will be good." And then you never see him again, do you? Well, Kingpin would turn up at the end of every. He was the cliffhanger on every episode. He would just turn up with a new bottle of wine or something to talk to him about something. But
Brilliant. Absolutely. He's got Vincent de Coney is what his name is. He's got the Kingpin down to a T.
oh, he's brilliant. Yeah,
He
yeah, really.
absolutely scares the shit out of me, and I'm being honest here. Man, he scares you, man. Doesn't
Yeah,
he?
especially because like you get shot like that and then he still like comes back and it's like, guess what? I'm still alive.
I'm still
I
stuck.
know.
No. You're right.
I know.
Yeah.
It must have hurt being shot in the eye, and then it's just like, and you've got your full sight back afterwards. It's not like a pirate or anything. If an eye patch or anything, he's fine.
God, yeah.
Which just makes him looking for the scary.
Oh, it does on that one. How did you both feel about the Indian mysticism that came with this series a lot?
I thought it was different in a good way.
Yeah, 'cause at first I was like, there was all these kind of blue people at the beginning. I was like, oh, this is like Avatar or something. I'm not into this. I thought they were trying to be navvies or something.
Happy joy, yeah.
but then, but then I liked it when they had their native Indian Quidditch game at the beginning of episode 2 when they were kind of fighting with their ball. It was like Squid Game, wasn't it? But like trying to kill each other to get this ball. And, but then it was when it came together, I thought it was quite good. When the generations were echoing each other. I thought they came together quite well and it was quite a good idea. It must be like handy just to be able to call in your ancestors whenever you've got a leaky roof or something, they can just hold up the ceiling up, or you get shot in the eye, you can just put your hand on it, I think, to change his personality at the end, like that. Yeah, so handy.
Completely, I agree with you. Yeah, today on the because I know the two main storylines she did in Daredevil. Ironically, the first one, which was with Daredevil, it covered all of it in Hawkeye. So I was thinking, what on earth are they going to do in this series? And kind of meander over
same.
Comics, really, because it was a bit of a tricky one, really, this was. But I love the Kingpin. Kingpin, he dominated the screen for me every time he come on. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, 100%.
Amanda, what do you think to that, then?
Yeah, I can't imagine anyone else playing. And at least not the one to scare me so much and give me so many nightmares.
Yeah, I mean, you did right with Amanda. It's one of those sort of things where he dominates it really well. So, how did you go feel about the climactic fight scene, or if you call it that?
Yeah, it was a bit underwhelming. It wasn't the same level as Reacher, was it? Of flying from helicopters and all that, but it was fine. I felt like it was. I think I like the way her powers work, but it's quite an interesting angle on it. I was just happy they paid off because I was thinking, what's those little birds doing the whole episode? They were talking to the birds all the time. And then I was every time I was watching it, go, oh, hey birdie, when it came on the screen, I was like, oh, that's a cute bird. and then it finally started whispering, oh, shut up, stop moaning, you've got superpowers, just shut up and get on. Kick that Kingpin's ass. That's the birdie was saying, and then it kind of came together. So yeah, I thought it was. The only thing was, like, they had like the other characters, like her friend, the best friend from school, and that Biscuits guy. You didn't really know anything about them, really, did you? Because they were in the fight at the end, but you were like, I don't really know much about them because that's the thing about being 5 episodes, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, I agree completely with that. I think the pacing was off a bit, and I said because of the cuts, and the cuts in this case, I don't think helped it a lot. To be honest with you,
no.
It makes you wonder whether they. This is where I've read mixed things about this. Where releasing them all as one block, they've not done that before Marvel TV. But it does make you wonder whether they had confidence in the series of all the cutting, and then they do what they did. So, what do you think, Amanda?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So, well, okay. Let's talk about the post-credit scene because it's been out for a couple of weeks. This series. So.
Oh yeah.
Amanda, I'll ask you. What do you think about the Kingpin on the airplane? Well, still well. I'm going to photograph them, right?
No, I thought it was cool because I heard rumours that was the plot they were going to go in, that he was going to go for. Should I say it? So he's a New York mayor, so he's going for mayor. Yeah, so so I was excited about that because doesn't he do that in the comics? Does he become mayor in the comics?
Yeah, I think it was in the Born Again series that. Which I believe I've not read it. It's Frank Miller one, which I think it's old as well.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
That's what I think they're going to look at. Series.
It made me excited.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. They've only just managed to start shooting it as well, so people are wondering this may take a while because they abandoned it, didn't they? The writers strike sacked the crew, and they'd shot on 4 episodes.
Yeah.
So 4 or 5 episodes. That they were well into it. So
apparently Daredevil didn't get his suit on until episode 5. Apparently, so he was just a lawyer for 4 episodes. So he didn't punch anyone or anything like that. So it said that it's not working.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I think you're trying to do that sort of series. It's Daredevil companies like Batman and taking all kinds of directions. And I think it's probably a stage too far, not just establish the main vigilante till episode 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So, would you think, Grant, a step too far? That do you reckon with that?
Yeah, because I think they've already established that it's the same Daredevil that was in Netflix, don't they now? So you don't really need to reintroduce a character, do they? I feel like you can. I think people kind of know who Daredevil is. He's quite famous. He's one of the most famous villain heroes as well, isn't he? So he's not like Echo, who no one's heard of, isn't he?
Yeah.
So.
Agreed. The question is, I asked Amanda this one: is he going to do the walk of shame like he did in
I would like to see them two get together, his and She-Hulk. Like properly get together, like married, little like Daredevil babies.
Well, the Hulk baby.
It was something different. But in the comics, he was more linked to Black Widow. Actually, was really so. That was But obviously, like I
Oh,
said,
right.
Found these superheroes, don't
exactly. So they get around, He does, that's for sure with it. So, but yeah, I think you're both right. But I'm looking forward to Daredevil Born Again, definitely. But I don't think it'll be out next year. That probably 25 now, even as well, don't you? So now, off topic. So we better mark it. I've got to ask Grant a quick question anyway. Or something Amanda showed me last night. I'll give this 8 out of 10. I did enjoy it, but it wasn't a classic. Grant.
Yeah, I would say about 7. I'd say 7 because it was solid, but I just felt like it was better than I thought it would be. But it wasn't amazing. It wasn't like a return to Marvel form. I'd say it was just good. It was better than I thought. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Point. Amanda.
7.5.
Right. Before we move on to the next TV program, which is you've chosen one. Amanda, choose the next one. Amanda, do you want to tell Grant about? And I don't know. Is it official this yet? This poster you showed me last night coming back from your mum's.
Which post was it?
The film was out next December.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Go on, you tell Grant then. Give him the clue. So I'd only seen this yet. Go on.
I know there was something coming in 2025 December. I forgot what it was now.
Henry Cavill.
Oh, Highlander.
Oh yeah. I heard he was going to be in the reboot. Is it John Wick directing it? I think the guy who did John Wick. Right?
That's, I read up. That's the rumor going on John Wick as well. So you think of the poster going around. It looks official. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I love Highlander. One of my favourite 80s films.
God, yeah.
Less than about Highlander 2, the better though. That was
we were talking about this on the bus.
Yeah, I read a review at the time when they brought the second one out. It's called The Quickening, wasn't it? And the review said the only good thing about the film was it was under 90 minutes, and he was hoping it would quickly hurry up and finish. So I can't help you with the rest. I never saw the rest. I presume Amanda saw the TV series, and she liked it.
I mean, it's a long time ago, but
I never saw the TV, so yeah.
I'm guessing it was just ignoring the film sort of together, wasn't it? So yeah. At least most of the films.
So, anyway, okay, let's move on then. Right, next program, Amanda, choose.
Oh, I'm gonna go with. Shall I go with a rewatching series?
Right, this is going to be a feature in the next couple of episodes anyway. So, yes, Amanda's decided to go and do what she's done previously. Some other series is called Supernatural, where she's rewatching everything from the beginning to Buffy.
And this is because, as well, next month we're going to see Buffy Revamped, which is a 70-minute show where this guy dressed up as Spike then dresses up as the other characters as well and reenacts all 7 seasons in 70 minutes.
Oh my god.
Now, do you want to know the fun bit is, Grant, with this and our viewers? Amanda, how much Buffy the Vampire Slayer have I watched?
Nothing.
The original film.
And I asked him, do you want to watch this with me? And he's like, no, I'm going in blind. So I'm just going to sit there and not know anything. And I won't understand.
I've never seen a single Buffy episode ever either. I've never seen the film either.
No, then we had some fun, Grant, with this. Because I said to Amanda, that's fine. I'll make sure I'm half drunk when we go in there.
No, that's no new.
Yes.
And then I said to Amanda, there's a doom metal band on in May I want to see. I'll go to this Buffy thing with you. You go to this with me. Amanda, what do you say?
I've got to 70 minutes of it, just like you're going to 70 minutes of it.
Oh, that's good.
Right. Grant, I'll let you ask Amanda some questions about this Buffy rewatch.
Okay, so whereabouts are you up to now, Amanda?
I'm up to, I think it's season 2, episode 15. So just discovered Moss is the werewolf for anybody that's watched it. And for the 2 people that I'm talking to, I haven't got a clue. They don't understand what I'm going about.
So, exactly with that. So I'm just making a quick note now because I make sure I'm helping Amanda out. So when she's up to her episodes, I can help her. Now, okay. So in season 2, then I'm thinking Angel hadn't come into it at that stage, had he?
He has, yeah. He's turned evil. I think I can give spoilers away because it's been over 20 years, so people are like just thinking, oh, wow, that Buffy sounds good. Oh, that cow, she's giving spoilers away. It's like you left it long enough.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, was Spike in it at this point or not?
Yeah, he's still evil at this point. and he's in a wheelchair.
Well, Grant, what do you reckon? We have to ask it. It's over 20 years old. How has it stood the test of time?
Well, the fashion's different because the fashion was different in the 90s. And it's like there wasn't mobile phones a lot, so there's like a couple of scenes where Giles, the librarian, is saying, oh yeah, you can call Buffy, she's got a beeper thing. Meaning a pager.
Page. Oh my god!
Oh, amazing.
Wow. Really, I went back to
Is she set at high school then? Is it still?
Yeah, it's still set at high school. I think it's possibly the last year with the high school, and then they go on to college the year after.
Oh, do they? Oh, cool. So, do they have like a headquarters? I can't. I have seen bits of it. I've never seen a full episode. There is like, does she have like a lair they meet up or something? I can't remember now.
There's something up in the library because
Oh, it's a library.
the Watcher who's is sort of in charge of like looking after the Slayer and training them. He's got a job as a
Oh, okay.
librarian in the school library, so
Oh,
basically
okay.
like nobody else ever goes to the library to get a book out, and when they do, everybody acts really shocked, like, "What are you going doing in here?"
You here to kill vampires?
Has Anthony Head? How was Anthony Head in it in hindsight, looking back? Because you look at like he's you think, was he about 70s? 70s, I must
Yeah.
be.
Well,
No.
I can see why people liked him back then. He's a bit old now.
Not old enough for your mum, right? So, right. So, are you going to carry on with the other 5.5 seasons?
Oh yeah.
Are you going to watch Angel afterwards then?
I think so, yeah, because I've also been listening to this podcast called Buffy the Rewatch, and there's these two sisters who have quite a big age gap between them. So one grew up watching Buffy, and the other one's watching it for the first time, and then they talk about each episode. And they've started like covering the crossover Angel and Buffy episodes, so now it's made me want to watch Angel again when I finish with this.
Cool. Okay, well, we can't mark this grant, can we? So,
No, sorry.
Just give it 10 of them.
we'll give it one pass. Amanda, okay. I'm going to have to ask you then, on season 1, what you give a season 1 out of 10?
7.
And obviously season 2's hard to mark in it, but how's it going so far?
So far, I'd say 7.5.
Oh, look, it's barely a recommendation.
What's your favourite season? Is it coming up?
I think there's a scene where the character Willow finds out that soon to be boyfriend Oz is a werewolf. When he just like wolfs out with her and starts chasing her through the woods. So it's like that's a good way to sort of come out and tell him when you're a werewolf. At least it stops like that. Oh, I don't believe you. You're lying to me. Don't you? Right in front of your eyes.
I didn't know she had a boyfriend in that series. I first little I am, because I knew she had a girlfriend, didn't she?
That's later on in the series.
Yeah, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you think about it really, because she had a really good career. What's the actress's name,
Alison Hannigan.
Anna Hannigan. She went on to
No, she did.
wasn't she?
Yeah, and American Pie.
American Pie, yeah. Well, we can keep on that. So I remember that American Pie is the pie gag, and it's absolutely pure.
I didn't like. I hated American Pie. I mean, apple pie before. I won't hate it now. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, we've got 2 more programs. Correct.
Okay.
One of the we'll do your solo program.
Oh, what if? Is that the one?
No, Gladiators.
Oh, Gladiators. Yeah.
We've watched What If, so it's not a solo program. Right, okay.
Have you not watched it at all then? You don't watch it at all?
You give us all the gist about Gladiator then. Okay, people wondering, it's a reboot of the 90s one, isn't it, basically?
It is, yeah. It's basically it's pretty much the same show as before, but it's on BBC now instead of ITV. We've got brand new Gladiators because I think pretty much the other Gladiators are in the 70s now. I know Wolf is, so he can't fight anymore. So
Is he still there? Is he in it again?
No, he's flagged the program off. So
anyway, so
he's flagging the program off, saying they're not as strong as he used to be. The new Gladiators. But then they've got 2 ones who are kind of wolf-like in character. Like, there's one called Legend who loves himself, and there's one called Viper who's a bit of a baddie as well. He just kind of like he's kind of like spit. He looks like he's about to spit on everyone. He's just so hateful. He's a Viper. But no, it was just think about it. It's just great nostalgia. It's got all the old games. So it's got like Duel where Billy Poodle sticks people off the at the top of the platforms, and they've got Hang Tough where they're dangling from the air, and the gladiator has to pull them down onto the mat below. It's got the wall when they have to climb up the wall, and then the gladiator follows them to capture them. And it's got brand new games as well, so games you've not seen before. But no, so it's a bit of a mixture of nostalgia. Just as great. So I used to actually love the Gladiators as a kid. I couldn't wait to watch it every Saturday. It's a lot, and I kind of put it on as a joke to watch it again, and then end up thinking this is absolutely amazing. I'm going to be in. I'm going to be in at 5:30 every Saturday. I'm going to make sure I'm in.
Well, that's going to bugger up your social life completely, isn't it?
Yeah.
You wouldn't know this, Grandma. My sister and her family went to watch the first episode getting filmed last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She told you about it, didn't she?
Well, she told me she went.
Yeah, she told me all about it. She had her and her husband and their lad and one of the lad's friends. They left at 8:30 in the morning. Do you know what time they got back?
Oh, gosh, what time? About 10 at night? Something like that?
Midnight.
Seriously?
The filming went on all day.
Oh my god, yeah. There's a lot that goes on. I mean, there's a lot of. But the thing is, some of these battles are over in 60 seconds. The Gladiator just like punches them, and they're dead. They're off the platform, whatever like that. But no, it's good. They've got a Premiership referee who is the referee now because Mark Clattenburg.
Everyone will do it in then completely, won't it? Is it an hour-long show then every time?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So it's got Bradley Walsh and his son do it, so they're quite funny between them. And they have a bit of reality now. They have the locker room as well. So you see the Gladiators talking about the events in the locker room now.
Oh, brilliant. Nice. So it's unfortunate not having a TV. It's unlikely we'll ever get to see it with people on the BBC One. But would you watch it, Amanda?
No. I liked watching it when I was growing up, but I just want to remember it that way. I don't want to see it now.
Fair enough. So,
there's lots of reaches in it.
Oh, there's lots of reaches in it, Amanda.
Yeah.
What, literally?
The actual reacher was there.
No, the actual one.
I always meant to think of, did you two ever see Drop the Dead Donkey, the 90s sitcom?
No, I heard of it.
No, I never saw it. No.
Oh, it's fantastic. Worth time. They had an episode where they actually set it out in Gladiators trials.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, and one of the characters, because she's a man-hater, found out somebody had set her up and she took out Saracen when attacking wasn't expected.
All right.
Anyway, we'll that another day. So, how many episodes into it, Grant, are you currently then? Two. So I've just started it. All right, Elephant. Well, you have to know then next month how it concludes, then, won't you? So.
I know, yeah. So they basically have a quarterfinal and semi-final, final. So. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of episodes. They'll probably still be going on for another 2 months, which I'm going to be happy about. I need it on TV every day.
Well, Amanda's got the rewatch. You've got Gladiators reboot. I'll call it that then. I'll make a note of that. So, obviously, we can't mark it. So, Grant, what are you going to give us out of 10?
10.
10? Oh, you big kid. You big kid. That's all I'm going to tell you, that's. Right. Okay. Right, we're going to go on to what Grant thought we were going to do. He thought he'd only seen, which is incorrect. We've all watched the season 2.
Yes, we have. Yeah, so what if? Yeah, season 2.
I'm going to start with Amanda.
I don't think we watched them all, did we? At least you might have watched some without me.
I tried.
I just
you gave up.
One of my favourite ones. So I like the fireman crashed into the Grandmaster. So I just thought it was funny that everyone kept calling Tony Stark that old mojo man.
Yeah.
And now I want to refer to him as that.
I don't think I saw that one. So I just
right next to me.
So that went right over my head. So okay, that's Amanda's favourite. What was your favourite? What any episodes you really enjoyed in them, in particular?
My favourite, I probably think the one was it the Avengers formed in 1602? Did you get around to watching that one?
My favourite.
Yeah, I really like that one because it had all of them in, and it was like just kind of medieval versions of them. Like I liked, was it Steve Rogers' Hood? That was really funny, and then Loki playing Shakespeare in the Globe and stuff like that. Stuff like that was really fun.
She was disappointed in that.
Did she not like it?
I want more Loki.
She wants more Hemsworth.
And more Loki.
Oh yes.
Hemsworth was the bloody. That's right. Yeah. But did you know this one? I don't you know this one, but I've not got it. I used to have it. There was a comic Marvel that called 1602. Neil Gaiman actually wrote that. People wondering, obviously, good old.
Oh really? Oh cool.
Yeah, and the Sandman. And do you know why he did that? He wrote that to cover legal bills against Todd McFarlane from Image Comics. A big legal battle.
Oh, seriously? Yeah. What was it for? What was the series show for?
There's a series on. Well, rumored to come. It's a TV series called Miracle Man or Marvel Man. That's on Marvel Comics in a minute. When it kicked off about 15 years ago, big style on that. He basically did it for the raise legal fees for it.
Oh, okay, gosh, yeah.
That's what I know. That story I know. But yeah, the 1602 one was my favourite, certainly.
I agree with Amanda. I like the Grandmaster one. It was just great to see more Jeff Goldblum. It was just really fun. He was great. And I like the one with Nebula at the beginning. Kind of quite like that, the noir style to it. So when she played the cop and all that, was pretty cool, that one.
I think my favourite probably was what if Peter Quill attacked Marvel's mightiest heroes?
Oh yeah, because that was like an '80s Avengers team, was it? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked that because you had Kurt Russell in it. Kurt Russell.
Oh yeah, Snake Plissken.
Yeah.
That's my favourite one.
Oh my God, surprised to see Michael Douglas in it. I forgot to. He was Hank Pym, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, Hank Pym. Yeah. I thought that was good. That one. I tell you what one I really like. I didn't like that Die Hard parody one. When Happy Hogan saved Christmas.
Didn't watch
Have you not seen it?
Didn't watch him. I didn't know who he was. Did you know who Happy Hogan was?
Oh, he's Ant-Man. Oh, no, sorry, Iron Man's bodyguard. He's John Favreau in the films.
Didn't know that. Sorry.
Well,
did you watch that?
No.
But no, it wasn't a great episode. It was basically like a Die Hard parody. But every time they did a parody of Die Hard, I kept thinking, I prefer watching Die Hard than this like rubbish Marvel version. I'd rather just watch the original Die Hard rather than like. And it was I had Darcy from Fours in it as well. I think she's one of the most annoying characters in the franchise as well. She was in it a lot. So it was my favourite, that one. I think What If's okay in general. I just think like there's so many different avenues they could go in. They just seem to pick some quite boring ones to go down rather than that. I feel like there's a bit of waste of opportunity. But like that medieval like Avengers one, that was the 1602 Avengers. That was just really cool. That having Elizabethan Avengers. That was just quite interesting. But when it's like, Pepper Potts dropped a pencil the other day instead of a pen. What changed the universe happened then? Stuff like that. They don't really have anything that's kind of interesting at all sometimes.
I think you're right, mate. That's what it was. They did some strange choices of that series. They didn't. The first one was like that, really, where I think they went to niche markets that are good sometimes. Because I know you told me, man, you look at them and say, who?
Yeah.
Who? Okay, so like, you didn't watch Happy Hogan one. And we only watched, and I wrote it down actually, that Indian, set in the native Indian ones.
Oh, yeah, that was a brand new character, wasn't it? Yeah.
I was a brand new character. I didn't know the character, must have been. I know when you told me to watch that one, and that was your favourite one, that was.
It's one of my favourite ones. I thought it was because it wasn't based on anything else. It was quite a nice episode, I thought. It was interesting concept. If like a Native American got an Infinity Stone, how different the world would be. So it was quite interesting, but I don't think they went too far with it. They just showed like flashes of what kind of different world would be like. But I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, it was alright. I did watch that one. Your recommendation, I thought it was okay. Did you like that one, Amanda?
That's okay. Yeah. It's good that they're not particularly.
That's what it just was. It's okay, isn't it?
It's not going to be long.
Yeah. You think that's a good thing with the Marvel series, really? Like these series, they've only been 20, 25 minute episodes. They're not like the Netflix series. They used to be an hour. Plus, when you're sitting through 10 or 13 episodes of Iron Fist. Anyway, move on there, right?
Oh, I tried to watch the first episode, just turned it off. I couldn't get into that.
Some distance, it was the worst bunch. It was always both seasons as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Painful. Anyway, we'll move on. Anyway, right. We've got a mark. Grant, what are you going to give What If season 2 out of 10?
I'll give it 6.5 out of 10. There's some good ones. I like the actual concept of it. I think it's good that they make them. I just wish there was some better ones. The consistency is all over the place, but I still think it was watchable. It was 6.5.
Yeah, the one I wanted to see, they're not the guts to do it yet, and there might be season 3 this yet, is what if Jessica Jones married Captain America? That's the one I want to see. It's actually in a comic, that's.
Oh, is it? Oh, wow, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Would you like to see that one, Amanda?
Yeah.
So that's what I was in. It's 6 out of 10 for me, and she goes, I think I enjoyed 4 or 5, I don't know, 9. It was too niche in places, but.
6 for me.
Yeah.
We're going to go straight over to Mr. Grant now, because Grant's going to do his solo film. Didn't you have Amanda, do you have a nickname for this segment, we were going to call it?
Bad mouthing.
No, it wasn't bad mouthing. Grant's Rants was it?
Oh, yeah, Grant.
Yeah.
So, this is the first, I think this is probably the first of the series, this. So, right, Grant, what film do you rant on?
I love this film. It was Aquaman 2 and the Lost Kingdom. I did not love this film. I'm just doing what I'm going to do is I've just I've got my message I sent to my sister because she asked me what the film was like. So I'm just going to read it to what you said. It was really shit, but I had a good time. I laughed a lot.
Yeah, this is that episode's now gone to 18 plus as well.
I know, sorry. Seeing Martin Short as an evil talking catfish was something I won't ever forget. It has an absolutely mental plot. The villain burns an evil fossil fuel like on the Tibby in Avatar. Oh, I can't remember what it was called. It was some massive material and needs blood magic to awaken an evil Atlantic king. Aquaman spends the first half of the film just in his dressing gown drinking cans of Guinness. And then the mental plot. He talks about being a single dad all the time, even though Amber Heard is still in the film, but she doesn't talk, apart from she has to do exposition in the middle of the film. And she gets injured and she has to go into some kind of oyster shell factor tank to get fit for the rest of the film when she comes back in. What else have I said? Oh, I forgot John Rhys Davies plays a crab. That was great. So, Salah from Indiana Jones, he played a crab, and that was great. It was much better than the Indiana Jones film we watched over Christmas. That was it. That was what I said to my sister. So that was my summing it up.
Amanda, have you any questions you want to answer?
No, I want to give the review 10 out of 10.
Enjoyed it for it was. It was absolutely shocking, but I was just laughing at what I was going to see. You have to see it to believe it. Like, the plot is all over the place, and like 1 minute he's like fighting these evil hammerhead shark pirates, and then he's on the planet with an island with giant cockroaches that are jumping on him. Oh, and I forgot he has. Do you know the squid from the first film? Do you remember the squid that played the drum? Do you remember him?
Yeah, we didn't watch
He's
it.
called Topo. You didn't watch it, no. But oh, you was in the first one. You're missing out on two great ones. Great films.
What, great unintentionally? Or...
Well, the first one is actually watchable. It's actually good, quite good. It's mad, but the second one is just off the car crash. It's very brilliant. But yeah, the second one, because the octopus played a drummer in the first film. He was drumming a lot in the background.
Oh, it's nice to follow those arms, yeah.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Yeah. But then Nicole Kidman is like Aquaman's mum and says, "Oh, we've upgraded the squid. We call him Topo Tactical Octopus. He's called the Tactical Octopus, and now he's like an R2-D2 kind of character. He follows Aquaman around and just opens any door he can't get. The squid just goes down a tunnel and opens everything. So yeah, the squid's the main character in it. So he was great." But he was only in it for a little bit. So this is a squid that acts like Tom Cruise. He's like solving all these problems for Aquaman. And then then it ends, and then it's the end of the DC films. He just puts the microphone down and goes, "I'm Aquaman," and just throws it on the floor. That's it. That's the end of the film.
So I've just sworn now. Yeah, Amanda's favourite trick, if anyone was wondering, when we know we're watching a bad film, is usually drink and crisps.
The worse the film is, the faster I drink. Then I hope it seem good then.
Yeah, I think you could go for 2 bags of green Pringles or
and a bottle of vodka.
And a bottle of vodka, and it'd still be rubbish, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I fancy it. So, Grant, okay, there's 2 marks I want to give you in this one. Unintentional laughs, what are you going to give us out of 10?
10.
And your rating of the film generally?
11. Minus 11. No.
Oh my God. Everyone's wondering, yeah. I think Grant's a bit drunk tonight, honestly. I'm wondering. Right, okay, everyone. Now, we've actually forgotten a TV programme. Just realised. So,
oh, yeah.
So we're going to slip in a TV programme.
Yeah,
we're going to
it can sneak in there.
Yeah, well, it's got cinematic quality on this.
Yeah.
I've not made any notes in this. I've got to write this one up. But Amanda.
Mr. Bates and the Post Office.
Right.
Oh, yes.
This is obviously this came up on ITV. Yeah, there's been some interesting stuff. There's decent around about this as well. But we'll come to that in a minute. Amanda, I've got no notes. So
well, I'm glad that we watched the documentary first, because Star told you what actually happened. And then we watched, like, I don't want to call it fictional, because it's based on a true story. But the TV series, anyway. And I think it stuck pretty much to it. and just sort of filled in the blanks for certain people that didn't want to get involved in it from other people's accounts.
Yeah. Are you planning to watch this, Grant?
Yeah, I like to. Yeah, because it's been in the news so much, but I just haven't got around to watching it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
We watched it all. I think it was last week, actually, that was over 5 nights. We saw the documentary first and the 4 TV programs, and it was fascinating to watch it on the documentary because they got the casting choice right, I think, nearly every time on it. Because the people actually looked like them or they didn't. Yeah, the casting choice was spot on, it was. So I had Will Mellon in it as a bit of a surprising choice. So I wouldn't expect to see him crop up in the second episode.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
And then
I like Toby Jones. He's a brilliant actor, so he's the main guy,
yeah,
isn't he?
he's brilliant now, he was. And the woman that played Haley in Korea, Julie, and I met her as well.
Oh, yeah.
She was very good, but she's always good at her anyway. So I said,
Okay.
it
Yeah,
was
I
well
like that.
done. Really well done series, and you can see why the lady at was the chief exec of the post office has given back her CBE now, so you can see why, because it's
How
shame,
Yeah.
just absolutely just appalling
Yeah,
behaviour.
because I knew about the scandal, but I didn't really know the details. I knew that obviously they'd been accused of taking money out of it, but then I didn't realise the scale of it or anything. I'd only been watching on like the news because it obviously, but like why would they think a conspiracy if so many people would just steal so much money out and they all had the same reason? They all said it was the computer's fault. So it's just mad, isn't it?
Yeah, terrible, terrible, terrible stuff indeed. So that's why I think I asked you about it, Amanda, because it was coming, as you said, it was coming up in the news so much. We didn't know the story.
You had people talking about it and saying, "Oh, the post office should be ashamed of themselves."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's what happened basically with it. And as we watched it, it's well worth your time watching it. Was there's not a lot we can really say.
Oh well, I'll check it out. Yeah, I'll let you know my thoughts
I
next
think
month maybe.
the sad thing at the end, I think, was that the only winners out of it seemed to be like the lawyers and the investors that backed the legal action.
Yeah,
Oh,
Because
Nobody
really?
seemed to win out of it. The post office didn't seem to win out of it.
Yeah.
The people that the victims didn't seem to win.
they won some compensation. Was it 650 million as well?
58 million.
58 million, yeah.
About only 12 million of that went to them, so they got like £20,000 each, which was much less than what they'd lost. And all the rest went to the investors who went back to the legal action.
Yeah,
So
40 odd million. 40 odd million, they were the winners as they always are. So that was a sad bit, but it's a great series. Amanda, what do you think about 10?
I'm going to give it 10.
Yeah, it's 10 as well. Well worth your time. Well worth your time. And it's funny, Grant, because we've both seen reports since that people that did this series, they've been approached by other people, real life people, and saying, "You've done this series. Why do you do this next? This story's even more shocking."
But I think they could do one on like the Windrush scandal, couldn't they? Or like Brexit or
I
something
think
like
that's.
that. Yeah.
I don't know a lot about that, but again, you're right. It's been big news in the one way or another. So yeah, let's see. Right, okay. Films. We have 2 more films.
Yes.
I don't mind. One of you two choose what we do next?
Wonka.
Wonka.
Yeah.
Wonka. Oompa Loompa Sticky. Don't know, right?
That's Minnie Darling's favourite.
Now, when did you see this, Grant? Did you see it just over the Christmas time? Did you again?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I went with some friends and they brought their kids with them, and we had actually one of our friends made like a candy floss little stick, like a sweet. So I've still got it here actually, a little candy.
Oh, brilliant!
No, you couldn't eat it. We were all holding it, watching it. But no, it was I was like, I didn't really have much because I love the original, and I hate the Johnny Depp one. I did never enjoy that one.
It's
But
not. It's a divisive one, that, because I was a bit at ease with the Johnny Depp one because they were taking the piss out of Michael Jackson, and I think it was a bit too close to the truth.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
So,
I was just saying because from the director of Paddington 1 and 2, so I thought I'd give this one a chance. I was looking forward to it. So yeah. So what did you think, Amanda? Did you like it?
Yeah, I was surprised. I wasn't expecting much. There wasn't really much out when we wanted to go to the cinema. So I just thought, we'll go see that. It'll pass a couple of hours. I really enjoyed it. And I like Duke Hunt as an ump as well.
Yes, I know. That was a main attraction to it.
Yeah, he didn't seem to.
So when you were in the cinema, you weren't tempted by Aquaman 2 then?
No.
He wasn't he apparently wasn't very happy with this Grant, apparently, by all accounts. He wasn't you, Grant. Because I've seen a video clip going around saying, "Oh, it's just another payday for me. I've got lots of kids and bills to pay."
It must be joking.
Yeah.
No, you're right. But yeah, how do you both feel about the main actor in it then? Timothy Chalamet, is it? He played
I loved him, yeah.
Yeah, Chalamet. Yeah, I thought he was great. It was very different from Gene Wilder, wasn't he? But then also he's meant to be a more youthful, more naive kind of character. So I think it fit quite well with the tone of the film. So yeah, it wasn't the kind of Wonka we know as a bit like hates kids, but then he's not really been. He's a bit more youthful and naive. He's not really been damaged by all what's happened to him. But yeah, so I thought it was a good performance. I thought it was charismatic and could sing as well. I didn't know he could sing.
Yeah, he's done musicals only before he did this because I'm
Oh,
not.
had he? I didn't know.
Yeah, he's known for doing musicals. He was in mine's gone black. This big one, quite big musical. He broke through on. That's why. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's why. So you can tell that's why. So yeah, I've not seen June yet. We'll see. Have you seen the remake of June? Have you him in it, Grant?
Yeah, I had. Yeah, I was really into it, too.
Yeah. How was it?
Well,
compared to
it's all right. I thought it was quite different because in June he's a bit more of a moody character. He's got like the weight of the what's it, Arcades Alliance or whatever. I can't remember what the Empire's called. He has that on his shoulders. But in this one, he was just kind of, he could let loose. He was just playing around, throwing chocolate in the air, making people fly around, jumping on balloons, milking giraffes. He was, he seemed like he was having a great time.
That was insane. That's milking giraffes was insane. Yeah, it was good. I thought Rowan Atkinson had a good cameo in it.
Yeah, there's loads of cameos in it. I mean, like pretty much most British comedians were in it. I mean, there was like Phil Wang was in it at one point. I saw him there. I think Dobby from Peep Show was selling fruit as well. I think the Fruit and Veg. I saw him. And then, but I loved Rick Fulcher from Mighty Boosh. Did you see him in it?
Oh.
He was playing Mr. Chuckles, the comedian. That was great.
Right. Yeah, I know you mean now. I didn't realise it was him actually. Yeah, I like Jim Carter's Dodgy Accountant as well. I thought he was really, really good in it as well.
Oh yeah, he was great. Yeah, I loved him. Yeah. But I thought the cast were great and the songs were good. The villains were good. Yeah, I thought it was really fun. Yeah.
Well, the talk is going around this. They want to do another sequel, don't they? Another prequel. Or maybe a spin-off involved with Hugh Grant's character. Apparently, there's rumours going around that.
So he can feed his kids.
Yeah, so he can feed his kids again. I don't know. How would you both feel about another prequel?
Don't know. It depends on the people, really, doesn't it? It's like sometimes.
Yeah, I think if it's the same creative team that do it, I'll watch it.
Sure, same for me as well. Yeah. I think so as well. The same with that. It was great fun. It was a good. We had that day, Grant. We ended up walking from the hotel we were stopping at Bradford down to go to the cinema. Then go to Manchester afterwards, and it was a long walk.
Yeah, but we ate a lot of chocolate while we were watching it because obviously you have to do it.
Yeah.
That's why some.
I had some sour balls. Those kind of little like sour sweet things. They were kind of weird. We all had to eat a bit of chocolate to eat when we were watching it. So.
Brilliant stuff, mate. Okay, let's get his marks and we'll get on to the finale film. Amanda.
9.
9.
I'll give it 8.5.
Oh, sport, right? Right, okay. We better get on to our finale film now. Okay, we saw this before last, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and that's why we were going to go talk this one, Grandpa. I know you've seen this as well. You've seen Paul.
Yeah, so on Friday, yeah.
Yeah, this one was some interesting choices in this film. So, people wondered, obviously, it's a fantasy black comedy film directed by Yorgos Lanthimos and written by Tony McNamara. Stars Emma Stone, Mark Ruffalo, William Dafoe, Ramsey Youroff, Christopher Abbott, and Gerard Carmichael. So, I don't know where to start this. Who wants to take the baton?
I'll start. I think Mark Ruffalo was probably one of the best characters in this. He's just like played this sort of sleazy, womanizer liar.
Yeah, and it was fascinating by the end.
Very good at serious jumping.
It was the best thing I've seen him in, that was. Have you seen him in much?
I've seen him in, that film, is it Foxcatcher, where he plays the wrestler? He was good in that. And he's very good in Zodiac as well. You know the film with Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I have seen
Zodiac Killer.
Zodiac.
He's good in that. Yeah, he's good in Spotlight as well. You know, a film about the Catholic Church. That one, the one with the Oscar about the priest. Yeah, he was good in that as well. So I forget because I just see him as the Hulk. When I was watching it, I was thinking that's the Hulk. That's the Green Goblin, and then that's Gwen Stacy from Spider-Man. I kept thinking that one.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah. I keep thinking of him as well. You know, those films about magicians, wasn't he? He played the cop chasing him and stuff.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He was in that one.
Yeah. So he was superb in it. Absolutely loved him in this. I think.
Yeah, it was amazing.
He wasn't obviously the lead. People wanted Emma Stone's the lead. It was like
she was fantastic.
Yeah, how do you both feel about the choice of the colours in the films? I think the colouring was crucial, wasn't it? When it started off with black and white, didn't it?
That was one which
I thought
like the world was limited, and then she like went out into the world, and it was coloured then, and there was like morphing.
Fascinating, but did it feel like you two? Sorry, pardon me. Did you both feel like the film was? It was 142 minutes long. Did it seem long to you both, or were you very happy with the length?
I thought it was, a little bit. But then again, I thought she was having a good time in that whorehouse, so I just let her keep going. You know, she was getting those francs for the viewers jumping. You know, she was having a great time, and then I just missed Mark Ruffalo in those bits. I liked it when he was at the door, like begging for a love again and all that. But no,
I'm not going to forget that line and over again. People
I know, I love it.
Watch the film.
Yeah, you'd have to see it, then you'll understand. And then you'll understand what Reaching does well as well.
Yeah, Reaching's very good at furious jumping. Is there anything else either you two want to mention about this?
I just like the fact that the tables were sort of turned, because normally, typically, it's the man and it leads the woman on, and then she gets driven crazy, and she's like, why don't you nothing kind of thing, but it was like the other way around, and she had the power over him, and then that was after he said, oh, don't fall in love with me, because, we'll probably just be like, you're just jumping for a couple of moves.
Yeah, I like when she met that. I mean, like the philosophy chats, how her brain changed, and I thought her performance was stunning. You really believed it was a baby trapped inside of a human. I thought she was phenomenal. I thought she was so good in it. Yeah, I was blown away by it. I thought it was a great film. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, it was decent film. It was a bit long for me, but yeah, I did enjoy it. So. Right, well, we better mark it, haven't we, guys? And so, Grant,
I'll give it 9.5.
Ooh,
9.
7.
Boo!
So
you hate furious. We prefer furious jumping.
No comment. Right. Okay. Well, that's it, folks, for today. Because as you can see, there's part A, B, and we've watched TV and film. We will be back in a couple of weeks' time with episode 3. And as it stands, I have no fucking idea what we're going to be talking about yet. So
this is definitely adult content.
Well, listen, Grant's got a lot.
No, definitely. I'll tell you what I'm going to watch next month. I'm going to watch Madam Web at the cinema. The new Marvel Sony film. Yeah. So it looks absolutely terrible from the trailers. So expect a rant to come when I see it.
Grant's rants. I've got him. Amanda's asking about Ghostbusters, but I think that's the end of March, I seem to recall.
I think it's February.
I think it is, yeah.
So I think we're going to be watching that, but I don't... Was there anything else you want to watch?
No.
Yes, there was. The one about the cat.
Oh, Argyle, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to see that as well, yeah.
Well, that's out fairly soon. But anyway, that'll be some point down the line anyway, so... Okay, guys. You on. Grant?
Thank you.
Amanda?
Yeah, thanks everyone listening. Thank you, very good time.
Yeah, what little lessons we've got left after this. See you all soon, folks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Not the TV guide.
Not the TV guide.